Series, the Yankees and the Angels. That ball is drilled into the right field corner. One hop just beneath the 314 sign. And into second base is Erstad. And so it goes on this night for Randy Johnson. That's the 5th extra base hit he's allowed already.
And that was a high breaking ball. He threw a good slider to Erstad to start the
Angels are putting it to him big time. And that's a solid single to right field. Sheffield grabs it on a hop into the cutoff man, Tino Martinez. Stopping at third is Erstad, and that is the 9th hit allowed by Johnson in 3+ innings. And here comes Joe Torre. So the big game for the big unit, and it has been a very bad night for Johnson, and you do not often see him get beat up this badly by anybody at any time. And they're booing him as he heads off the field. Aaron Small is coming in with 2 on and nobody out. 5-0 Angels. We'll be back.
We're actually calling for the pitches to be up. So, I mean, normally you can't handle Randy Johnson's high fastball, but they were handling it tonight, and they needed to go someplace else, and they did not.
And here comes Aaron.
You get the runner in from third.
Angels going for the jugular. But Kennedy can't do it. And the strikeout was the ideal result for Aaron Small with a runner at third and nobody out. Let's go down to Gary Miller now.
Behind Guerrero. I think that was the key move of this ball game.
Ooh, what a grab by Cano. What a feed to Jeter. Double play. The side is retired. Wow. Cano with a grab and then a brilliant feed. Just in time to get the speedy Figgins at first. Take a look at it. Look at this feed. That's some big league ball right there. Matsu.
Right now, the Angels own the day.
Down the left field line. That one is deep. That one is gone. Sayonara. Matsui-san, home run.
Well, that made Steve Tyrell and the fans in Japan happy. But that's what the Yankees can do. I mean, again, I think the fact that they got out of that inning with that double play really energized the Yankee players.
To play, and now Matsui, the next hitter in the next inning, homers. Kennedy, nice pickup, spins around, high throw. Cano is safe at first, and he's limping. Cano might have strained something, and the trainer and manager Joe Torre are going to come out and see if he's okay.
Well, Kennedy had more time than he thought. He makes a great dive and stop, but watch, he turns it in reverse. Normally you will whirl to your left.
Cano's okay, so here comes Bernie Williams. That has been scored as a base hit. Bernie to the right side and through, base hit. And Bernie is 2 for 2. That one somehow found an opening.
But John, that's good. Randy Johnson's out of the ball game now.
2-2.
Another changeup. He gets the ground ball.
And they'll just get the one. The runners move up. Cano to third. Williams to second. 1 away. Now let's take it to the studio. Carl Ravitch with the SportsCenter 30 at 30 update. Runners at second and third. 1 out. And that will get the run home. Erstad will take it himself. Cano comes in to score. And Bernie Williams over to third base. And it is 5-2 Angels.
And again, I mean, that is, you know, a good play by Posada. At least he got him in.
Apropos affirmation for Jeter in the postseason. And there he does. Yeah. He does deliver. He serves it into right field. Bernie scores. 3 runs are in. 5-3 Angels.
And he pitched him exactly the same way he was pitching him before. He threw him a fastball in on the hands, then he threw him a breaking ball away. But when you're a 300 hitter like Jeter, you adjust to what the pitcher is doing to you.
You get a huge lead over there. There goes Jeter. Ball 4. And that is going to be it for Paul Bird. Scioscia has signaled to the bullpen for Brendan Donnelly. 3 runs are in. Jason Giambi coming up with Sheffield right behind him. These have gotten themselves going, and they've knocked Paul Bird out of the game in the 4th inning. There's Brendan Donnelly on to pitch here with Giambi the hitter and 2 men on. Giambi will be the 8th man to bat in the inning. 2 on, 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's nobody there. Here comes Jeter. A-Rod over to third. 5-4 Angels. The second time tonight that Giambi has defeated the shift.
I tell you what, John, it works out great for the Yankees, but I don't.
Tying runs at third base, and here is Sheffield. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Up the middle. Figgins. What a play! The inning is over. Sean Figgins, a defensive hero at third base on Wednesday, and a great defensive play as a center fielder tonight. Now, in 60 seconds, we'll visit with Joe Torre from the Yankee dugout. Stay tuned for that.
The Angels are going to keep coming after you. That's the signature of their team, and they're starting right there. Maybe no nice play by Matsui.
Matsui moving across the wet greensward out there, and he was able to handle it. Rules are in effect.
Well,
once there's 5 innings played, it's an official game. Alex Rodriguez throws out Vladimir Guerrero, out number 2.
Well, John, that's true that it is an official game after that, but guess what? They're not going to let it happen that way.
The B lineup in there, and Molina hit cleanup against Barry Zito. Now he's one of the best cleanup hitters I've ever seen. That's the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Aaron Small has gotten 6 outs on 13 pitches. Matsui coming up, and we'll visit with pitching coach Bud Black from the Angels dugout. 3-2 the count. Ooh, ball 4. That looked pretty close. But we're talking about that defense. Robinson Cano made this play for a.
Doesn't mean the Angels can't be eliminated tomorrow, but it's a big game for the Yankees.
1-2 the count. Left center field. That's into the gap. Figgins has to chase it. He slips. Being waved home, Matsui. The relay by Cabrera, and he airmails it. Touchdown! It's all tied up as Cano goes to third. Cano with his 5th RBI of the series.
Well, you might have to wonder why Joe Torre would even want this guy to sacrifice. I mean, he has come up big in this entire series, but they're playing halfway. And you see the great numbers there for Shields, only 66 hits in 91 2/3 innings.
And 98 strikeouts. And that's what he wants right now. Cano will tag up, and he should score easily. Anderson. Here comes Cano. And the Yankees have gone ahead. Bernie Williams, who earlier had 2 base hits and a run scored, now puts the Yankees ahead with the fly ball. After trailing 5-0, the Yankees are now leading 6-5. We're at Yankee Stadium, game 3. Randy Johnson.
The Yankee hitters thinking, hey, we got to go get him now.
Chino swung at it, and he is gone. So he gets the strikeout, 1 batter too late.
But we also have to remember, you know, even though Aaron Small is pitching well, that one game that he thinks is the turning point.
And the breaking ball for the strikeout. But the Yankees have taken a 5-0 deficit, and now after 5 innings, they lead 6-5. When that game open. Of course, they eventually came from behind against Pedro and won it on Aaron Boone's home run. Off the end of the bat that time, and an easy play for Sheffield. And that's the first time that Garrett has been retired. He had a 3-run homer to right center in the first inning and a triple down the right field line in the third.
Was an excellent player as well.
22 years old. That ball is drilled down the left field line. The first hit allowed by Aaron Small. Rivera, the former Yankee, digs for second, and he is in there with a stand-up double. He's only the 6th player who made his major league debut for the Yankees and later hit this inning. Erstad's the hitter, and they just might do it. Base hit to right field. Jeter or Sheffield up with the ball. The throw is not in time.
And that's what I was saying. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination, because the Angels are a team that can, you know, manufacture runs, scratch out some runs, and they're only 1 run behind. Now, they couldn't have come back from a 5-0 deficit like the Yankees, I don't believe. But, hey, they know how to play this game.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that guy home from second. Former Yankees who started their career with the Yankees and then later homered against him in the postseason. Finley helped him out considerably on that one.
Well, Small did a good job of pitching there, John. He threw him all fastballs. He didn't throw the off-speed pitches he was throwing before. Threw him all fastballs again.
In left center field. 2-2. Little bloop. Cano racing out, still going. No. Over to third base is Erstad. So a pop-up, a wind-blown pop-up at that, and it found a spot where nobody could catch it. Runners at first and third. Kennedy is 2 for 3 in the game.
Times in Anaheim.
Right center field. Bernie Williams on a hop, and the Angels are back ahead. Erstad scores. Kennedy over to third, and Sean Figgins makes his first hit of the series, a big one, and the Angels reclaim the lead 7-6.
And that's why I say you do not want to face a guy in this situation that doesn't have a hit and he's swinging the bat well. I think that Figgins will go, but remember, Cabrera is a first ball fastball hitter. He swings at the first pitch quite often. But I don't think they'll try the double steal simply because of the conditions out there. The wet conditions would make it difficult for the Kennedy at third to react to the throw to second base that quickly.
His first ball swinging, but there is Sheffield over toward right center, and the inning is over.
He always swings at the first pitch.
The Angels lead 7-6. It's been one of those last man standing kind of games up till now. Jeter at 8.
Oh man, nasty.
Now let's go to the studio. Here's Carl Ravitch with the Sports Center 30 at 30 update. Martinez, Jorge Posada, and now Jeter here in the 6th. Into the hole. Cabrera from left field. He won't throw it. An infield hit for A-Rod.
And I think he thought wisely, you know, but he was wise to not to throw that ball, because if he tried to get rid of it quickly, he wouldn't have been able to grab the seams, and you can see he was wiping his hands off right there, and this probably would have exactly changes the whole perspective.
Wow, a real good slider from Shields for the strikeout. He's got 4. Hurt the Angel bullpen in this ballpark 2 straight games. That's too high. A 4-pitch walk that will move Rodriguez, the possible tying run, over into scoring position, and will also bring up Matsui and bring out Buddy Black, the pitching coach. 3-2. There go the runners. And they curved him in the dirt, and the bases are loaded.
Well, 2 things there. He threw Matsui a 3-1 fastball. He fouled it back. He had a great cut on it, and he did not want to risk giving him another fastball in that spot.
Double.
The only difference, he's not as patient as the other hitters.
Right to Garrett Anderson. No problem this time. 3 men left, and indeed, impatient youth. He swung to the first pitch. The big hitters, Guerrero, Molina, Anderson coming up.